Hello, everybody. Welcome into another edition of Talking Fitchburg. I'm Jeremy Crosby, and I'm back at home. No, not my home, the home of the Talking Fitchburg set. Yeah, in City Hall today. Came in for a meeting, had to stay and do some work, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to stay here and do Talking Fitchburg. And you know what would have been really good? If we could have Andrew Bamlett join us. No. Still can't join us. And guess what? It's Andrew's birthday. Happy birthday, Andrew. And you can't even talk to me yet. I thought that was going to be your birthday present to talk to me, but I guess not. All you can do is talk in my ear and laugh and say, dude! Darn it, Andrew. Well, it is Andrew's birthday. And yes, back here, at least for today. I'll probably be back at home tomorrow and Friday. But hey, nice to be back in the set here today. And even at an interview here today as well with Bill. We'll check in with Bill Balke, the interim Public Works Director, as Mike has moved on to a different career path, but he's moved on. So we'll have Bill. We'll get your construction update here in just a little bit of time. Plus, just in time, Fitchburg Fire Department doing some training on propane. And I say just in time because just in time before the severe weather came in last night, they got some training done. We'll take you out to that training. Pretty impressive stuff. Can't wait to show you that. All that coming up here just a little bit of time. But first, we do turn our attention to the weather as strong storms moved through the area last night. We have some video since our crew was already out at the training of the fire department. He was watching as the storm was coming in. It's hard to see, but there is a shelf cloud off in the distance there approaching Fitchburg. Storm rolling in, we'll say sometime after 8:30 last night with strong to damaging winds. Basically, sporadic damage from Wisconsin Dells, Westfield, and east of Portage, like Green Lake, Fond du Lac, Sheboygan, Beaver Dam, Hartford, Saukville. Weaker thunderstorms affected the remainder of southern Wisconsin over the overnight hours. That wind gust, by the way, came probably 5 to 10 minutes before the rain even showed up. It was one of those storms that kind of set up the way we thought it would, but luckily for our sake, it didn't produce any crazy damage here in the city of Fitchburg. Talked with our public works director this morning. He said that the damage was limited, so that is good to hear. And I say limited, you really didn't find much at all, so glad to hear. All right, turning our attention, Fitchburg economic recovery programs. Want to get this out there, make sure businesses have the opportunity to take advantage of some of these great programs. So recognizing that each industry sector has unique needs to adjust the business operations for reopening, the city of Fitchburg, CETA, and Fitchburg Chamber are pleased to announce the two items to help assist businesses. First one is Forward Fitchburg Business Boost Loan Program. Available to Fitchburg small businesses from 1 to 25 employees. The intent of this loan program is to assist with the costs associated with relaunching business operations with the necessary health and safety protocols detailed in the Forward Dane reopening plan. You can check out more about that online. There's also the temporary change of premise to allow expanded outdoor seating. Our Fitchburg restaurants and bars have especially been hit hard with the economic impacts of COVID-19. In order to accelerate their recovery while following the Dane County's public health requirements for reopening, their city is making this available to temporarily expand outdoor premise application process, accommodate seating modifications as needed for spacing and social distancing. So if you're interested in those are both available at the website fitchburgwi.gov for businesses affected here by COVID-19. All right, Mayor's proposed 2021-2030 capital improvement plan is available online. And I'm reminding you of this because next Monday is going to be the department's presenting this to the Finance Committee. Ahead of council voting on this. So if you're interested in learning about the capital improvement plan, it's a plan for all departments planning their expenditures for 10 years out. So it kind of gives you kind of a roadmap on the direction going here with expenditures. So if you're interested in checking that out, it's up on the website, fitchburgwi.gov. And Monday will be that meeting, and it'll be held right here at Fact TV on our Gov channel F3. All right, statements. We had statements from our mayor and police chief, and we have some more statements in now from the Dane County Sheriff and Joe Parisi. And I want to take time to read just a little bit from each one of them. So it says here from Sheriff Dave Mahoney on Tuesday, May 26th, I was shocked once again to watch the death of a young black, yet another black man in police custody due to the criminal behavior of a white police officers. Videos of four police officers arresting George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota, entirely show a officer using dangerous and unacceptable techniques to restrain Mr. Floyd, resulting in his death. This as three fellow officers stood by despite pleas from bystanders to stop. In most communities, law enforcement officers are our most vested representative, our visible representative of government. The public must be able to trust those tasked with serving and protecting them. In our law enforcement role, in our order to protect vulnerable people, there are times we must curtail the liberties of our citizens. In doing so, we must absolutely rely upon our community expectations, our training, our character, and our core values reflecting human dignity and preservation of life to prevent the abuse of that authority. More of his statement is available online through Dane County. If you just search through the Dane County website, we'll share up the link to this one, as well as Joe Parisi, Dane County executive, also issuing a statement, and wanted to read a piece out of this. This was from yesterday. Words cannot express my sorrow at this heartbreaking moment in our nation's history. Inexcusable violence against unarmed African Americans has gone unchecked for far too long. These crimes are indefensible. As a white American, it is on me to recognize that white people are responsible for racism. We started it. We need to end it. We must stand with our black and brown neighbors, but we must not place the burden of fixing racism on them. That's on us. We also must recognize that much of America's prosperity was built on policies made that the American dream, essentially a white-only proposition, Jim Crow, redlining, mass incarceration, stand your ground, and on and on. With that knowledge comes great responsibility, and words are not enough. Again, that's part of Joe Parisi's statement in regards to what had happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and wanted to share those pieces with you. And if you want to check out what our mayor and what our police chief had to say about this, well, those are up on our website as well. All right, that does it for our headlines. Coming up next, we're going to open up our digest with your Fitchburg road construction update. Bill Balke's in here next, right here on Talking Fitchburg.